Alright, for those of you that are super neurotic and attention to detail about said appearance, I have shaved, and this is new gel in my hair. I have fully showered. I did it in the wrong order. I showered, then shaved. Usually I shave, get all that wonderful hair, beard, hair, little things all over me, and then shower it all off. It just... Anyways, I'm still deciding whether or not... It's no wind. We have actually had a decent amount of fog this morning, and I'm blaming Belgium. Because we left Belgium yesterday with a bunch of fog, and we came into the Netherlands, and it was fully sunny. Now we're here, we're having low clouds and fog in the morning. And I'm not sure if Belgium is. I'm like, so you gave us your fog. Thanks. To be fair, there was probably northern France had fog also. So it moved from France to Belgium to the Netherlands. If you continue on the path north, it's going to go out to the ocean. It's not going to go into Germany. But anyways, I'm still kind of deciding whether or not, because I'm going to go shopping for tacos. That's all good and necessary. I do need to go by the store, like Decathlon, and get like replacement hiking shoes. The ones I have now are good like street shoes because they have some traction, but they're pretty slick and whatnot. But they're not good if I need to go traipsing around in the field, like the football field, in case, like Thursday I go to practice and I don't take my cleats. Because I'm just going to walk around in the field and realize that this hurts. I'm having much more pain down into this area, but Aaron has run his finger along it, and there's no, like he's actually physically pushed on the bone and not felt anything, so there's no fracture. I probably should head by it. The problem is there was this tertiary thing in the States, this weird middle ground. So there's going to the doctor, setting up an appointment, sitting down with the doctor and talking with them and all that jazz. And then there's going to the emergency room. The in-between is I do not have time to go set up a doctor appointment for a couple days, but I do not want to spend all that money and wait in the urgency care and take up from actual life-saving things. There's this weird intermediate middle ground urgency care or immediate care clinic. Someplace you could go if you had, like, that's where I went when I had my broken fingers. They could x-ray it and all that jazz. I probably could just go to the urgency care, to the emergency room at the hospital and say, hi, I need to be seeing something now about my shoulder. But it's also like, if there was an urgent care, I'd already been at it. But my American brain just doesn't want to kick up into going to the full-on emergency room. Broke the collarbone, yeah, we went there. It was necessary. What are we at? I think just for calorie burn sakes and the exercise, it's 8 degrees, which means I gotta wear a jacket. There's not much wind because there's fog. I think I'll just go on the bike. It'll get the exercise. Because if I walk, then I'm going to be moving the shoulder back and forth. At least this way I can put the backpack in the basket and not have to do too terribly much. Because this stuff doesn't hurt. It's when I go back, it hurts a lot. Or if I have to pull... Why am I doing this? Why am I trying to explain things that hurt by doing the motions that hurt? Because I can't use my words very well, and I like to use pictures. This motion. To be fair, my injury has been forcing me to use my arm in a much more offensive lineman or defensive lineman thing, rather than scooping around. I've been scooping up. Rather than scooping around or coming in like that, I'm coming straight up. Because so when we do like T-stretch, that's that. And then we do W's, there. That one on this arm sucks. and then we do Y, which is just straight up and down. Kind of hurts a little bit. It's funny, it's funky. I have, like, the ultrasound was done in November. I should probably get back and see if anybody, because it's March. After running the idea of the bike by Aaron, he didn't oppose. It's sweet sensation. Dancing in. At night, I lock the door when house can't see. Yeah, we got Madonna. Going on in the grocery store right now. And that dude right there has no idea what he's doing. He's literally just standing in front of literally everything with his cart out to one side and blocking doors on the other. And I'm like, bro, you are blocking 4 fucking panels. Like, if he was checking out that red, his cart would cover everything up to there. Very antisocial. My effective lunch. So I had mule milk, a couple other things this morning. Hember juice, Washacha, like half a liter of that. And then I had a small orange banana with a cup of quark, and then a banana breaker. I had like no salad. This is effectively the first salad. I mean, a couple of the chips, the Budorai chips, but that's nothing. They're ripping. There was a hedge over there. I'm trying to figure out if they might be moving the stop to the other side of the intersection. I don't know. You see, like across there was a hedge, but it went all the way down. And then for a while that street down there was been under construction, they closed that side of the stop and they put a temporary one up over here. But they didn't replace the hedges. In fact, they ripped everything up. Don't know if they're putting in new hedges or if they're moving that part of the stop down here. So you have like it on both sides. Kind of like what we do at Jersey Bay. It's a pepperoni pizza focaccia. I'm gonna take a little longer route home. This is a picture of my route. Starting it from the phone does a really good job of keeping the track of the GPS, but it doesn't do heart rate really well. But I'd rather calculate my distance than my heart rate overall. Because when this stuff updates, it updates Google Fit, and Google Fit updates to Pokemon, and Pokemon counts as walking for like eggs and distances and bonuses and stuff. Shh. I mean, a bicycle is a valid form of travel in the Pokemon games. So, just shh. That's why Pokemon Go has a speed limit to check. It won't track your progress if you're going over like 30 kilometers an hour. Because like going downhill on my bike, I can easily coast at about 25. So I think 30 is the limit. That's why it was such a weird number in the States. Okay. The road around the other side is actually through. I was actually really surprised. I was like, wow. We got some, there's nobody on that path, on the walking path. But then I was like, wait a second. It says Bauve, and then it was like the word for pavement, which I can't remember right now, but it says unbreakened, which I was like, what? The pavement's unbroken? So I rode down through it, so I didn't have to go down that path. I was like, yay! And it's still a building road, but it's still like, don't expect anything grandiose. But yeah, you can hear the pile drivers. Oh, yeah. I'm put you back in the backpack and put the groceries away and figure out what I'm doing. Alright, it's just before time to cook the tacos. I mean, I've already technically finished the Asgard stuff. Went to Asgard, went to Jotun, went back to Asgard. Got the thing, the treasure that I couldn't get before because I had to deal with Fenrir. And then I didn't do that today, I did that before Belgium. And then that little force field thing went down, and so I was able to get that last tier of Ymir, and then I turned in the offering thing, and the only thing left is to do that cairn stone stacking thing, and I'm not messing with that mess. Like, every time I come across one in the main world, I'm less like, maybe? Oh, you want like 3 stones? No. It's just not a thing, because there's multiple solutions. Twilight Pack has been added to your inventory. Store items eligible for the divine quality. I downloaded the Dawn of Ragnarok stuff, so. Ooh, because Searcher's Sword is a store item that I bought, it automatically warped itself up. So it's a divine greatsword now, and I can upgrade it a couple. But it took out its runes. Anyways, so you guys will see that tomorrow. There's a bit of Scotland I have to do because there's multiple add-on pack things. So I'll probably start a little bit earlier tomorrow whenever I get back from the store and stuff, and I'll just have a long stream of it. But I'll move into Dawn of Ragnarok a little bit. I'm gonna short out, like, see, it's now Divine Greatsword. Yeah. But like every gamer, streamer that does a continuous set sometimes they want to keep their audience interested, and inventory management, or like, they'll like, Francis even does, like, he goes, well, I'm just going to fast forward this about 3 cycles because I'm going to get everyone to sweep things up. And you will see the counter go from like cycle 975 to 979. And he's like, okay, now we've got a full sweep done. Well, that took a long time to do. He says, and while they were all sweeping, they built this thing. So there's got to be time jumps. I can't necessarily stream literally I mean, I could, but it's boring to watch me go through inventory management because I'm kind of neurotic about it. But now it's like I have to rune slot everything and figure out this Twilight gear and blah. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. It's shopping, and I'm going by Decathlon to get new tough shoes. Like I said earlier, like the hiking boots sort of thing. Because the ones I wear are good, but they're good like city shoes. They're really flat on the bottom and don't have much tread. And so they're good for also like riding the bike and stuff. Anyways, but I also want to see about backpack. Like, this one's just getting the crap kicked out of it. Like, it's definitely, I can throw it into the into a textile recycling thing or whatnot, but maybe a new backpack. And I need to see if they have a massage gun thing, because the motor in mine is dying. Like, I had it plugged into the wall because it doesn't hold its battery very well. It doesn't hold a charge very well. But while I was doing my shoulder earlier, I rotated into a position and it went, and I'm like, yeah, I need to get a new one. Because like I shouldn't, it shouldn't have a pulsing power based on gyroscopics. Yeah. That means your machine is messed up. But yeah, I probably won't be taking the bike out tomorrow as I'm going down to Decathlon. That's a long ride. If there is like a ride down to Decathlon on the bike, even with a minor shoulder twinginess. What is the weather tomorrow? Okay, here we are. All right, you don't do tomorrow. Oh, BFT 4, high of 11. No. Oh, BFT 4, 4, 5, 5, 4, 5. Oh, we're going back to normal wind.